Alright guys, back with another story time with Aaron. This time we're going back to my childhood. I know a lot of you guys like my childhood stories. This one's a little bit on the creepy side. I'm gonna start you guys back on the day of, like I do all of the time. This happened during the summer sometime. I probably was maybe third grade going to fourth, something like that. I was really young and it was the summertime. And that day I had plans to go over to my cousin's house and play all day. But instead I was home alone. I know, guys, I know summer home alone wasn't too bad. Video games now, but back then, I just had the Xbox original and a handful of games that I could easily get bored with. No online interaction. But something that I just got the day before was a set of pretty decent, probably the best quality at the time, walkie-talkies that I ever had, right? And I was so pumped. I was like, man, I'm going to keep these in the box so whenever I go over to my cousin's house, I can look cool and get to unbox it. And the day came and it was just like, oh yeah, you're not going over there today, just stay home, play some games. I was like, oh man. So I played some games. This was back when I used to wake up. I probably should do this. I used to wake up like at 7:30, 8 o'clock and just play all day. And now I'm waking up at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, just wasting the day. But I digress. Let's get back to it. So I'm sitting there and playing my games, playing Destroy All Humans and probably Midnight Club, and I'm like, man, I really wanted to use these walkie-talkies, so I opened them up, and an only kid playing with walkie-talkies, that's like the worst gift to have, unless you have someone to share the other walkie-talkie with, and walkie and talkie, love the name, but I open them up, and I'm just so impressed by how they look and how they work. And, I'm getting some batteries in there, and, of course, stealing all the batteries from the remotes in the house. Like, who doesn't do that? So I set them all up, right? And I'm like putting one of them in the microwave. Don't worry, the microwave wasn't turned on. I wasn't stupid. Just to hear like my voice inside of things. I'd like put it in the refrigerator and in the freezer, dryer, washer, all those places, and that was pretty entertaining for a little bit. But then I kind of got bored, and I started like learning how to use the walkie-talkies. I would read the manual. I know, guys, reading the manual. I must have been really bored, but I read the manual and I was like, oh, cool, you can go through different channels and you can like talk to different people on each channel. So I started at one, and I think there was like 16, 20 channels. There was a ton, right? And I go through each one and I'm like, hello. And I go to the next one, I'm like, hello, hello. And I keep going through all of them, and then I get around 12, right? And this is pretty creepy. This is where the creepy part comes in. I was like, hello, the same gig as before on all the other channels, and this time I get a reply, and it's from a little girl, and she's like, daddy, like a question, right? And I'm like, whoa, there's no little girls that live on my street or anywhere kind of near my house. I'm like, what's happening here? And I'm like talking back, and I'm like, who is this? I don't know who you are. I'm just talking on the walkie-talkie. I have no reply at all, right? And I'm like on that channel. I keep talking, and then I switch to another channel, and I go through all the channels again. I'm like, please, if you're there, answer me. And I was walking everywhere in the house trying to get that perfect optimal signal. And I go back, and it's not even on the same channel. It was on a different channel, and it was like, Daddy, I don't want to play this game anymore. And I was like, no, who are you? Where are you? You're on my walkie-talkie. And I never got a response again. And let me tell you, I spent the rest, like that week and the rest of the summer just trying to find this person again. Blew my mind. Of course, my parents didn't believe me. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this story. Pretty creepy, especially to me at a young age, just trying to getting a reply from just talking on a walkie-talkie. But if you guys liked it, let me know by thumbsing up this video, and if you want to see more, let me know in the comment section. Peace. Who doesn't want to see their name at the end of every video? Make sure to check out the Patreon link in the description if you would like to be a part of the club.